Okay, so basically, I had to learn about mental illness, and I learned the hard way. I learned when people throwing they junk at me, they mess at me. Um, finding out my husband was mentally, I didn't even find out he was really mentally ill until afterwards, because when you're in a marriage with somebody, it's hard to see because you have responsibilities. You got to make sure that rent is paid. And you're trying to build something. It's a lot. And if I had kids, I probably wouldn't have saw at all. Or I don't know, it might have been quicker. I don't know. But as far as mental illness is concerned, um, it can be downright hard. I actually did a 6 hour, and I had to like perk myself up because I needed to be encouraged in the middle of everything. You know, I've been through a lot of stuff. I've worked in plants with people and just start taking off running through the dang on plant and all this other stuff. But I'm gonna tell you what most of that was. It was drugs. The place I saw it the clearest is when I seen the supervisor do it, and he was on drugs. No, excuse me. The manager, the guy that hired me in, I said, "Do I need to take a drug test?" And I won't tell you the job. I asked him. I said, "Do I need to take a drug test?" And he told me most of the guys in here wouldn't even have a job if I did that. And he was being genuine. And to be honest with you, it was a good job. The setups were already in place. Everything was done already. All you had to do is pay attention to your offsets and make sure you did it right and just keep on going. But let me be very clear, because I feel like this is being missed. And yeah, it does frustrate me because I'm dealing with everybody's mess. I'm a woman, number one, with a real skill in machining is not very many. I've taken people's little petty antics. I've taken people riding up on me, that are mentally ill, and look at, well, you're being puffed up, you're doing this, and you're doing that. And the truth of the matter is, when you are a woman and you've attained real skills, you got to deal with the supervisor. Really not, he knows, if he does this, he could probably get a lawsuit. But even he's pushing your buttons because he knows that you know this. And it's not normal. Okay? I'm not being funny, but it's not. There's very few women, let alone African American women, that know what the heck they're doing for real. You can leave me alone. And I know how to do my job. But I've been in environments, these guys are on drugs. And if you don't know about that, and you've managed a way to not bump heads with these cats, guess what you are? A manager. I've been a manager. I've been a manager running a dang on machine. I've been that. Because I didn't know half them guys was on drugs. I'm not bumping heads with them. They coming in, they taking off their shirt at the dang on locker. I just said they just being dudes. Because they are. But I didn't know that they were on drugs. Now, I done seen guys just take off running in the dang on shop, and I'm like, what the hell? I done been in a shop that they had the windows tinted, but as soon as I came up on it, it was nothing but cobwebs, just full blown witchcraft. Guys taking off, good paying job too, 12 hours a day. People taking off running. The guy I was working with, he had just got a divorce. He thought I was gonna be his wife. I had only worked there for a week. I'd have been through some crazy jobs. When I say crazy, I mean crazy. If they not checking for drugs, if you don't take a drug test when you get in that job, that should be a huge flag for you. It's not saying don't take the job. It's saying that their parameters are not what you're used to. If you've ever worked for a tier 1 company, you got to take a drug test. They might, if you ever work for the big 3, they take a piece of your hair because it doesn't drugs doesn't come out of your hair and they take a big piece. They don't take no little small. So don't think you can get your hair cut and be like, you're not getting a job, sweetheart. Trust me, and you'll miss out on a really good opportunity for the rest of your life because they take this much off of your hair, and if they don't get this much, they're gonna look you in your eye. If it's the same way that it was when I was younger, And they'll look you dead in your eye and tell you you're not getting this job. Now, if you get the job, I'm letting you know I had to live by a tighter set of instructions and rules than you have. So you have to be respectful of me if you are not living that way and I am. Okay? And you want my help. You want to call me your auntie, you want to call me your parent and all this other bull crap, but you have no clue what I had to do. And what I had to, I literally was like the difference between me getting past all this mess and being able to tell you something right now. Knowing how dumb this stuff is. It's ridiculous. But it's the truth. If they're tier one companies are direct suppliers to their customer, which is the big three. Now you got companies that are doing better than the dang on big three right now. What do you think their parameters are? You think it's gonna get tighter? You think it should get tighter? Would you wanna drive a Tesla or a Corvette or anything that they're not making sure that those gears on that dang on that motor? I don't even know if it's gears now. I haven't even looked at it. I know it used to be an exhaust. I don't know. I know a manifold. Because I ain't looked at a brand new engine, so I don't have a clue. And I would rather a real engineer come on and say, no, it's not that, it's this now. I'd rather that. What I'm trying to explain to you is those rules are in place for a reason. Okay? I had a young staffing lady talk to me. See, that's the problem that I have at my age. You're the thought process that comes in my head, if you're competing with me when I'm the one with the skills and you are not, means that you're trying to get an edge up on me, and I don't care how sweet it comes off. All I'm doing is thinking in my mind, I can't wait till I don't have to deal with you either. And it's honest. And it's not, oh, you don't like my baby, you don't want to, Life is going on while she playing around. And there's a pandemic going on. And there's money to be made. There's things to obtain. I don't give a hell if she get her Annie and whatever before I get it. Pandora, K Jewelers. I'm not trying to bump heads with your kid. I ain't trying to bump heads with you. I am tired. You cannot expect somebody to come from another dang on state and it ain't even been 2 whole months yet. And I'm doing anything more than you than some millionaire could do for you with ease. And my opinion is go with them. Wherever they hit it, follow them. It's a road to everything. It's a road to a better job. It's a road to a better house. It's a road to everything. If you feel like that road is better for you, go. Don't bump heads with somebody who give less than a care. Don't do that. If you do that, guess what? It's a such thing as the law. I done been on a bus. I was on a bus, and these people think they're just gonna pop the shit off like it ain't nothing. I'm thinking, no, I'm gonna call the police on your ass. And I'm not about to be bumping heads with no grown ass men no more. I had an old man just sit in front of me, and it was a young girl that's been all her life all she's known is this YouTube shit the wrong way. Not the good way, like I'm trying to tell you something positive. The bullshit way, and that's all she knows. All I do is take one person to put something positive up, and you can change anything. Hold on one second. I'll talk to y'all later.